I'm Sean Rachel. I'm a career manager with BioBridges. I've been working with and representing professionals in the biotech and pharmaceutical industry for the last 7 years. I'm currently working with and supporting about 25 professionals who are actively on a project or engaged with BioBridges. And I did want to talk a little bit today about the concept of career management and also maybe some tips and ideas and ways that you might better leverage and work with your career manager. So career management to me means quite a few different things. Most importantly, it has to do with like advocacy and support. In people's personal lives, they have kind of an advocate or a specific professional that can deal with certain aspects of their lives. If someone has health issues, they'll go see a doctor. If they have legal needs, they'll have a lawyer. If they ever get into a car accident, you have a mechanic. So a career manager, very much like those other professionals, can handle that kind of support and can be your advocate for your career. So it's important to understand that we really do understand the work that you do and the industry that you do it in. It's our job to do that. We take time and put in a lot of effort to understand that and to really be able to work with you in that regard. And also, one of the things that I think we find really important and is a general theme for a lot of the work that we do is making sure that your personal life is integrated with your professional life and not dominated by it. So we really take care to make sure that you're finding that in your career, and also that you're experiencing the success that you want out of your career, whatever that means for you. That's essentially what I think a career manager should be doing for you. One of the ways that I think that a career manager can be kind of severely underutilized is from an industry knowledge standpoint. And this isn't the scientific, that's not the technical knowledge. We'll probably never be as knowledgeable as the people that we work with. But it's kind of the goings on in the industry, things that are happening at client sites, things that are happening on the ground in the industry. And we make it a point to stay up to date with that stuff. I know personally, I subscribe to as many newsletters, as much social media as possible, and follow companies and follow information that's happening in a pretty real-time basis. One, it interests me, and two, it makes me a much more valuable resource for you, the professional, if I'm more knowledgeable and I have that information kind of at my beck and call. So it's important for me to do that. I think it's definitely a focus of career managers in general to make sure that they're staying up to date with that information. Communication is by far the most important aspect of the relationship between a career manager and a professional. I don't think that there's any such thing as over-communication when it comes to that relationship, especially if it's going to be a successful one. So really within that communication, there's a couple things to keep in mind. I do want the professional, I want you to be able to share openly and honestly what your career goals are, what your wants and your needs are, the things that you want to get out of your career. And then on the flip side of that too, also the things that you don't want to see, the things that don't interest you, the things that you don't like. And the more that I know about that, the better I can sort of support you and help you get to where you want to go. The other piece of that too is to be inclusive in that communication and not leave things out. Don't keep things from us. Don't be afraid that by telling us something that you think is delicate or private is going to somehow affect that relationship. The more that we know, the better that we can support you in your endeavors. So BioBridges works with a really impressive community of professionals, people that have done really amazing things throughout their career. And I think it's important for professionals to know that they should be proud of the work that they've done and be confident in that work. In being confident, though, you need to be honest and open about your ability to perform certain aspects of projects that we might be presenting you with. There are going to be areas that you're going to be extremely confident and capable of providing an immediate value and impact to a client. But there might be some other areas where that might not be the case. So in either instance, it's really important for us to know that and for you to be open and honest about that part of it. And being able to look at a project that we're putting in front of you and to accurately assess where some of those deficiencies might be and where you're really proficient. So just be transparent and be open to communicating that stuff with us, because we're going to be able to put you in a better spot to succeed. BioBridges is really honored to be working in the community that we work in, and we'd be really curious and excited and interested to see if there's any feedback or input. If professionals have experiences they'd like to share about working with a career manager, or if they have questions about working with a career manager, please share them. Again, we'd be really interested and excited to hear back from you.